22 of us were able to wake up today on this day, on Tuesday. I can't believe it's already the 3rd of June. Those of us who didn't do well last month, it is okay. Now we're starting a new chapter. And those who did well, congratulations on the move-ups, congratulations on the 4CC active, congratulations on whatever that you did, small little things that you did to move the needle. Congratulations, really. So this, actually, I prepared this, I don't know, I think 2 weeks back, or I think there was somebody who mentioned, how do we make everybody our customers? And I know this was posted in one of the groups, whether in our group here or one of the groups that we are at, how to turn everybody into my customer. And I thought, you know what? I had read somewhere that actually, as much as we want to turn everybody into a customer, if we keep that in our mind, we might actually putting ourselves into thin ice, because it is said that it is not entirely possible to turn each and everybody into your customer. Yes, maybe everybody might be your customer. However, if you are not specific on who you want to target, you might find yourself targeting no one. And I looked at myself as well. I'm like, as much when I want to target people, I feel like, hey, this thing is limiting me. However, upon research, it has shown that it can actually become one of the powerful thing that you can ever do to your business or for your business. You can sell to everyone. That's what all of us think of. Who of you here says, I just want to sell to everybody? Can I just hear who says, I want to sell to everybody and I'm selling to everybody and I'm doing so, so well. Everybody is buying from me. Thank you, Leader Angie. Thank you so much. That one answer actually says it all, to say it's actually, yes, we sell, but most those people never become repeat customers. It's either we sell to them once they go, because really it doesn't, in most cases, when we sell to everybody, they can buy once, but they can never go. So now when I was just, rereading, then I never finished it, reading it, but I listened to the entire book, net first year in network marketing. It says why we want everyone to buy. And when we do that, what happens when we try to market to the whole mass? We actually end up not talking to everybody. So when we start, all of us, we actually have that belief that we can sell our products to everybody. And yes, our products actually is for everybody. But can we sell to everybody as individuals? Not entirely true. We need to have an approach of who we sell to. So this, for somebody, will say, but now if we are starting in network marketing, they say sell to your warm market. This, when you are now doing research, it is actually a specific people. And when you are talking to these people, that is why they say these people are going to buy from you when you are just starting. They will start your business, but they might not be people that you keep, because those are not your market. That is your market to just start. But what does it do? It is a specific market, because in your first year in network marketing, it says the annals actually emphasize the importance of just targeting specific people. So when they say specific, this is still a target market. To go and talk to your warm market, it is specific. And this warm market is your family and your friends. And in most cases, the message is going to be simple. I am starting a business. Please support me. So you are not solving anything for them as yet. You are just saying, I am starting a business, please support me. And that is why there might be once off customers and never come back, because that what they were doing right now is just solving what you are doing now. They were just helping you to start a business. So now, what can happen when we try to actually sell to everyone, each and everyone? When I was just checking, it says if we attempt to cater to everybody, we may result, and I think this is what we are doing in most cases. When we are selling the products, we even say soothes skin. But now, yes, it soothes skin, but who are you talking to? Who wants to soothe their skin? Is it a young person? Their skin is already smooth. Is it an older person? Ah, that thing doesn't soothe skin. Do they care? Somebody at this age where I am right now, there are things that I don't care about. So when you just talk to me about soothe skin, you find that it's not really relatable to me. So we end up be having generic message when we don't have clear targets audience. So now, if you have a clear target market, your messages will actually be specific and you will actually touch where the pain is. So now, when you don't have specificity, you fail to resonate to people. And you find yourself having to just you don't connect with anybody, and that will lead to lower customer retention. So, what can happen when we actually go back and say, what is my niche? Who am I talking to? The power of niche focus. In this group, do we have people with niche? People who have niched down, they know who they are talking to. Their message is specific to Kholo because they know Kholo. They know how Kholo is. They know whether she's loud, whether they know exactly where to find Kholo when they need her. They know when to go and sell to them. And I saw with me, before you answer, we went to an event. Yes, Leader Heather, definitely. I was gonna give an example with you and Leader. I know some leaders also have, but you and Leader Veronica Vero, you guys have a niche, and that is why you are doing it. But now, at the end of the day, people, even those that are not your niche, will come and buy. That is the power of niching. You are talking to somebody, but you might also invite others to come and buy from you. So, leaders, only Leader Heather has a niche. Is there anybody with a niche? Leader Heather, please type for us there. Who are you talking to? Who's your niche? So while Leader Heather is typing there, and I hope all of us will, just because this is, for me, it's not even about telling what to do, because this is an individual. A person must go back and say, I am looking or searching for my niche. Or now I know who I am, because also for you to know your niche, you might also want to know who you are. What are the things that you love? What is it that makes you tick? Because those things are the things that maybe you might be interested to be sharing to people. They bring joy to you. So maybe those kind of things are the things that you are going to also attract the people that are aligned with you. So let us look at Leader Heather. She specifically talks to people with Leader Heather. I just want to read that. People who are struggling with heart disease and weight management. Do you think people who are not having heart disease are not talking to her? They are. Why? Because now they know she's talking to people who are having heart issues. Even though you don't have a heart issue, but you can just relate to her. However, you go to her knowing exactly what she's talking about. You don't just go to her because she's just talking to everybody. And right now, we everybody now, not everybody, but most of us are in forever. So if a person just wants a product and you are not talking to them specifically, can just go to anybody and buy. She focuses on the corporate girlies. Who do we focus at? Who is that person that you want to communicate to? Who you want them to listen to to your to your to your story when you are talking to? So now when we have a specific niche, it allows us to tailor our messaging. We craft our messages speaking directly to the needs and desires of a particular group. I always say when somebody comes to me and tells me about skin, like literally me, when you come to me and talk to me about skin, I don't really listen because I've never had issues with skin, and skin doesn't keep me awake at night. So anything about skin really, it doesn't resonate with me. And right now, since I'm at Forever, what I'm using here at Forever, I'm fine with it. So if anybody can just talk about skin, I move. People will say, but you still have dark marks. The dark marks they don't bother me. So if you are going to just sell, you tell me, hey, your skin will look beautiful. I'm just gonna look at you. I'm like, what do I do with skin? It doesn't bother me. So you need to talk to me about something that will bother me. Something that, if you start saying, you know what, we are going to travel. Now you are talking to me. I want to know, how can I start traveling? Because really, I'm not bothered with my skin. Even if you say, hey, your skin looks dark, it looks dull, just gonna go past. But tell me, Kholo, we are traveling tomorrow, Magal. Where are we going? And how do we do that? What must I pack? Now you're talking to me. How can I fund that? Because that's what I want. I just want to be traveling. I just want to be going around. So now, when you tailor your message, you are going to talk to the people who are going to listen to you. So now, how do we do that? How can we start identifying? Because I think some of us, even though we know who we want to talk to, but maybe the challenges that we've gone through, you know, are actually the ones down now we want to look at and start talking to those people. I know in most cases right now, when I used to before I lost my husband, I used to just love topic of marriage. I love talking about love because I believe in love so much, even if things are not going well. And I look at them, but I always say, but there's something about love that is so beautiful that I'll never ever take it away from everybody. But now my heart goes out to me as a widow. And when I think of widows, and those are the people that I want to talk to right now, because I've seen the struggle of being a widow, the things that I've gone through as somebody that was so confident, how I lost my confidence, and how I just, all of a sudden didn't know who I am. And when I think back, I knew who I was. Like nobody was gonna touch me in confidence, who I was, what to do when I wake up in the morning. But now, after the ordeal of my husband, I actually lost myself. There's so much that I got lost, I was not in touch with. And my heart goes out for other widows as well. And I say, what if they're going through the same thing? I had money and lost it. Not because I wanted to lose it, but because my mind was just all over. And when I was making mistakes in terms of money, I wish somebody was here to just tap me and say, no, don't do that. Right now, please take this money and do this. in that confidence that I had, I still financially, I wish I had somebody who can help me. So now I want to actually talk to those people and say, hey, now I understand why they say this widow came, she got 3 million, and now the 3 million is gone. I know how somebody can lose 3 million just like that. So now when I say I am helping people to just bounce back financially, it's because I understand. And when a widow can come to me and say, hey, I had actually 4 million in my account and now I've got 0 cent, I'll be able to say, my sister, come, let's work. Don't worry about that 4 million, because I know how you can lose that much money. So how do you identify that? What is it that you can do? You can actually identify by your strength, reflect on what you offer and who that can benefit most. So you can also go back, do research potential niches, look into different market segments to find where your offerings align best. That's when you don't know who you are, what you want, and who do you want to relate to. Those are the things that you can do. And another thing, you can just go and do test and refine, test from people. You can even, send messages to people that you think these are the people that you want them to be your niche, and start asking them specific questions. Even on Facebook, if you are on Facebook, there are groups that you think, you know what, Mina, I want to talk to people who wants to gain weight. Go to groups like that and say and ask them if that's, have questions that you can ask and see if you can be relatable to them. So when you go, because when I was doing this research, I actually wanted to take it back to first year in network marketing. And why I did that, I also wanted to make reading the first year in network marketing. Actually, I created a whole, a kind of book in terms of this, how to turn everybody to my customer, and just making sure it relates to first year in network marketing. So it says here, in the first year in network marketing, your business will be built not by everybody, but by those who see your vision and feel your energy. So now, if these people don't even actually see, when you are telling them, hey, you are going to build a house, hey, Kholo don't care about a house, my girl. There's these big houses, you are showing me big houses. Yes, at the end, I would want to have a house. But right now, a house is not something that I want. Maybe I would want to come to a house after I've traveled. But before I travel, a house is not something that I can save up to. You are not talking to me at all. I see the houses are beautiful. And just something that is so personal. I've had my friends, all of my friends, my son actually one day asked me and said, Mommy, when your friends were building houses, what were you doing? I said to him, my boy, Mina, your mom was just going around. I've traveled South Africa. So now the house that I have, I was content with it. I am still content. As much as I would want to have another one, but a house does not keep me awake. Talk to me about talk to me about community. Talk to me about traveling. You are talking to me. And here, leaders, when in this business, what talks to you? What is it that you want to do? Who do you want to talk to? And those people that you want to talk to, do you know their events? Do you know where they go? Because people who are house lovers or build like home lovers, all those kind of things, you need to know where to find them. Are they on WhatsApp? Maybe they're not even on your WhatsApp statuses. Are they on your Facebook? Maybe they are not there. Where are you going to find them? You might find for you, all your customers are on LinkedIn. When you are posting on WhatsApp, you say people are not responding. It's because you are talking to the wrong people. Those people don't care about the houses. You share the lump sum of money. Hey, I've made, 350,000. If 350,000 to me is not linked to traveling, that money is still not talking to me. Link it to traveling, then I know, oh, okay, so going to Paris needs 50,000. Going to Paris, I can spend 350. Then, okay, you are talking to me too, because now I know if I were to go to Paris, I need this 350,000. Then you are talking to me. Then you tell me about all the products, what they are going to, how I can, I can take the products and bring them to how this product is going to help me to travel. Then you are talking to me. So now, these are some of the things that you can also start noticing, especially on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, whatever platform that you are at, where you are posting. Look at some of these things when you want to check who am I talking to right now? Who comments the most on your post? Who asks for advice and feedback, and for what? Who buys your product without needing you to convince them? And who refers others to you? They might not be buying, but they are referring others to you. It's because they trust you. Who listens when you speak, whether you are online or you're in person? Who are those people? This is when you don't know who you are. You can find out, okay, I'm talking to these people. And after answering who is this, who is that, this one is asking for advice for this and that. Do you want to talk to those people? If it's yes, then you go and tailor your message according to those people. If it is no, then go back and start imagining your ideal customer again, like somebody who can be a friend of yours. So now I know, as somebody who wants to relate to widows, but I also know that I want to talk to the widows not when they are still fragile. Now, when they are at a point where they say, you know what, I am ready to build my confidence, I am ready to actually stand up. Because at this point where I am, I know my energy is not that much in terms of sitting and crying. As much as I understand that there will be a time where we need to cry, but I might be, I become too, it becomes too personal. So my energy might be weighed down if I go and be at that very, very first day of a widow. But I know I can also talk to them, but maybe not be with them for long. I don't know if I'm making sense. So now, if you take your brand, because remember, Forever has branded themselves, we need to brand ourselves. So if your brand was a person, who would you actually naturally connect with? Picture that person, and not only by just their age, where they live, actually look to their vibe at that time. What do they value? What do they care about? And you also want to ask yourself, who do I feel most comfortable talking to? Who do I feel excited to help? Whose problem do I understand deeply? Is it because you face them yourself? Or whatever reason that makes you want to talk up to those people to solve those problems? Who gets you, when you are talking, who gets you without them needing you to explain a lot? So again, in the network marketing, it says the people you are meant to serve are often a reflection of who you were just a few steps ago. So what happens when we are thinking of niche? I don't know if it's only me, but I'm always, because now I want to post about widows, and I'm like, there's no widow here. I feel like this thing is limiting me. But in my mind, everybody I want to talk to now is a widow who wants to build their confidence, who wants to, start living a healthy lifestyle, who would want to, start traveling. That, baby tang, when you travel alone, solo trips. But now I have fear again. It's limiting me. But actually, they say it is power. Because right now, if all of you knew that I'm talking to widows, maybe you were going to refer the widows and say, hey, even if you are not buying, just go and talk to that person. They will refer somebody, you know. So if we think of that as a limitation, we are actually limiting ourselves. And if we are also talking to those people, we will have a specific problem that we are solving. So in the niche, there's 3 P's that I would like us to just go research. It's about your passion, people, problem. Your passion, the people that you are talking to, the problem that you are going to solve. And we need to remove this thing, niche is equals to small. No, actually, niche is a powerful thing that we can do for our businesses and for ourselves, because now every time you are researching something or when you are looking at the aloe vera gel, you know what you are going to say to this specific person. So now my challenge to each and every one of us is that go back, start talking to the people you want to relate to. Let us have our niches and let's start talking to those niches and the people that will actually relate to the things that to what we want to say, the message that we are saying. Instead of just saying soothe his skin. Forever has already branded themselves. That's why they are able to just say soothe his skin, because now they've branded themselves. So, leaders, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope this helps somebody. I actually wanted to just say this, to say, let's just say you are selling an aloe-based skincare, which is our aloe vera base. It says hydrates and soothes skin. But now if I were to talk to the widows, I can just say perfect for widows who stopped prioritizing self-care and want to feel like themselves again. Do you see the difference there? So the same aloe vera gel, but now when you talk to the widows, they listen more because maybe they are not worried about soothing their skin. What they worry about is how, the messaging. They stop prioritizing themselves. I know I did that as well. And I knew there was a time where I just wanted to feel like myself again. So when you were talking to me, hydrates and soothe skin, maybe that thing was not going to talk to me. But when you say, let's prioritize your self-care again, that was going to touch me because I knew that's what I longed for. So thank you so much. I hope this spoke to somebody. Thank you, Leader Heather.